Hey guys, before start this video I want to tell something good for you. I'm open group in Skype as you can see, so you can add me on Skype. Just ask for joining the group and I will take a look at your channel. If you're posting something useful and good content, I will accept your request, so this way you can share your content, get some views, and if you want something new video from me or help, you can ask in that group. My Skype name in the description below. Good luck and keep watching the video. Hey, what's up you guys, Fezo here again, and this time with new tutorial. So as I promised, I get 100 likes to the template video, I will record a tutorial video for you. So as you can see, I get the 100 likes already. So as I promised, I'm going to record the tutorial. So let's open the Photoshop and get started. I'm going to close this Chrome and just open your Twitter header, this template for the Twitter, but you can also open the YouTube template and create your YouTube banner. So I'm going to open Twitter header. You need my 20k graphic pack, so keep that in mind, and I put all the stuff you need in the description below, so you can download the files before starting the create this banner. So just open the Twitter header or YouTube template, just go to file and open the this texture. Just double click on it and drag it into your Twitter header, just like that. Just put it right there, just like that. Then press Ctrl J, duplicate layer, or right click on the layer and click duplicate layer, click OK, and go to filter, noise, and that plugin here. I put the download link in the description. You can install it. Just I put the installation video in the description. Just go to this plugin after installing, and it's the alternative version of liquid effect. So just go to make sure the all settings just like that, and just change this one from 1 to 3 and click OK, and change this one opacity 85 and select all of them and click this group icon or press Ctrl G on your keyboard. Then go to group and change the opacity down about 30. Looks good. So I'm going to add some texture on it. Just go to file, open, and open that texture and drag it into your Twitter header, just like that. Press Ctrl T and hold Shift and resize it, just like that, and put it here. Press Enter and change the opacity down about, let me see, 5 works good. So next thing, we are going to add these leaves, and for that just go to file, open, and open that leaf and drag it into your Twitter header. I'm going to close this project and press Ctrl T again, make it smaller, just like that, and select your move tool. Press just select this layer and press Ctrl A on your keyboard and just click these buttons. It's moved the leaf to the center of this project, just like that. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to add some texture on it. Just I'm going to drag the same texture, press Ctrl T, make it smaller, just like that. Go to blending option and select overlay, and right click on the texture and select create clipping mask. Make sure the texture on top of the leaf one. I'm going to change the name leaf and texture 1, and I'm going to change the opacity down about 35. Looks good. You can play around the opacity and you will get the best settings for you, but for me I choose 35%, and I'm going to add the second texture on it. Just go to File, Open again, and this texture, just drag it into your Twitter header, press Ctrl T, resize it just like that, and you can also right click on it and create clipping mask, or press and hold Alt key on your keyboard and move the cursor between these layers, and you will see this icon right there. As you can see, just one left click on it, and here we go. Just go to option, blending option, go to overlay, and this time drop down the opacity about 50%. Oops, 50% looks good. So open the leaf, layer style, go to setting and change the opacity down about 20, and just go over this icon and select hue saturation, and right click on the hue saturation, go to create clipping mask, and I'm going to make the hue like, you can change the color as you can see, but I need the green color. For that I'm going to 28, looks good, and saturation, let me see, -12, and lightness -12 works good. So close this and select all of this. Just select the hue saturation, hold shift and select the leaf, press Ctrl G, make it group, name it green, and press Ctrl J, duplicate it and rename that black, and drag the black bottom of the screen, press Ctrl T. Oops, first unselect these textures, just select leaf, press Ctrl T, make it bigger, just hold Alt and Shift on your keyboard and you can resize just like that, and that looks good. Press enter and check the texture again and go to hue saturation, double click on this icon and change the hue 0, lightness 0, and saturation -100, and just go to black group, double click on it and open the group layer style, go to bevel and emboss, go to the depth all the way, and size, let me see, 5 works good, and don't touch the black opacity, just make the white opacity 0, just like that, and go to inner glow, go to blending mode, select color dodge and opacity. You can play around the opacity, but I'm going to select, let me see, 67 looks good, and size maybe 8. Going to make the opacity down about 60. Okay, you can play around these options and opacity and go to setting and change the blending mode, color burn, and opacity down about, let me see, 5 works good. So check the drop shadow, opacity 100%, distance 5, and size, let me see, 35 works good. As you can see, I'm going to change the opacity down about 80%. So just click OK. So here we got a nice leaf like that. So I'm going to add the text. For that, just go to select text tool above this and write your text. I'm going to write text and just select this font right there. You can download from the template link. Just make it a little bit bigger. Like that. Just press Ctrl A, move it to the center, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, that works good. Then just open the text layer style, go to pattern overlay, don't touch the blending mode, and select this pattern right there. I put the pattern link in the description, and opacity down about, let me see, 64 looks good. Go to inner glow, change the blending mode, color dodge, opacity 80, size, let me see, 8 looks good. So I'm going to check the drop shadow, opacity 80, and just uncheck the use global light and make sure it's 120 degree and change the distance 5, size 10 or 12. 12 looks good. You can play around the opacity if you want. So just press Ctrl J to duplicate it and name this text black, this one text green, just like that. And I'm going to open text black, go to setting, and first uncheck the screen and go to text black and go to setting and drop down the opacity like 15, works good, and drag the green one bottom of this black, and using your arrow key on your keyboard, just select your text tool, text green layer, and move it a little bit down, just like that, and uncheck the black. And we are going to add some effects to the text green. For that, just let me close this textures and go to file, open that texture and drag it into your Twitter header and make sure it's on the center, and right click on it, go to create clipping mask and open the text green, uncheck the, let me see, pattern overlay, and check the setting and change the opacity down about 15, works good, and make the hue saturation, create clipping mask, and this time I'm going to make the saturation a little bit down, let me see, minus 12, looks good. Okay, then check the text black again. I'm going to uncheck this setting, just like that. Okay, looks good, just like that, as you can see. Now I'm going to add the color correction. But first I'm going to open the text screen and go to inner glow, change the size. 8 looks good. Okay, I'm going to increase the opacity down 85. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to add the color correction. Just select all of this text, press Ctrl G and name text group. Then I'm going to add the new group, name this color correction, and go to this icon again, select let me see, curves, and make 2 points in this line and make the first one a little bit down and second one a little bit up, just like that. Go to switch the RGB mode to green, and using this 1 point, just drag it a little bit up. It gives the nice green color, as you can see. Just drag it a little bit up like this. Then I'm going to add the levels. Just drag this point a little bit to left, like 240. That looks good. Or maybe a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Then I'm adding the color lookup. Just select bleach bypass, change the opacity down 20, and add another color lookup. This time select crisp winter and change down the opacity 10. Looks good. So here we go. As you can see, it's the same effect. And I'm going to add some lighting on this texture. So name this background, and I'm going to create the new layer top of this texture, and select your brush tool and make sure the layer blending option is overlay, and just grab the brush tool and just select nice green color and keep brushing these leaves, and of course here, just like that, and drop down the opacity a little bit, like 90, maybe 85. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to add the dark vintage. Just create a new layer at top of this color correction, and make sure the foreground color is white, and press Alt and Backspace on your keyboard. Go to Filter, Lens Correction, go to Custom, and make the amount -100, and midpoint just select, let me see, 60 works good. Click OK, and just select this layer, go to blending option, select multiply, and you can also duplicate this layer to get the darker version. So I'm going to duplicate it and change the second layer opacity down about 50. Works good. So here we get a nice dark vintage. Now I'm going to add this lighting effect. For that I'm going to go to my 20K graphic pack and make a new layer, and just select your brush tool, and I'm just teaching you guys how to create the nice lighting over there, just select your brush tool, make it bigger brush, just like that, and select the color, deep purple. This color works good, and make it bigger. Just one click on it and make a new layer. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. One click on it and make a new layer. This time select the white color and make the brush smaller, and one click on the middle of this layer 1 and select the layer 2, go to blending option, select overlay and select 2 layers, right click on it and click merge layers, or press Ctrl E to merge it. Then I'm going to filter, blur gallery, select field blur. If you don't have, you can also select the Gaussian blur. I'm going to select field blur and change the blur pixel from 15 to 30, or maybe higher. 35 looks good, and click OK. It's give you nice and smooth lighting effect. You can go to blending option and select screen. That looks good, as you can see. Now I'm going to brush this area a little bit. Okay, I'm going to drag it to your Twitter header and put it bottom of this color correction, and change the opacity down about 35. Works good. Drag it a little bit down. Then select new layer, create a new layer, select your brush tool, make sure the foreground color is white and make a smaller brush. Let me see. Okay, like 260 pixel brush, or maybe higher, and I'm going to make the lighting here and go to blending option, select overlay, and it gives you the same effect as you can see. And I'm going to add particles on it. For that, just go to my 20K graphic pack, go to particles and drag the first particle to your Twitter header, just like that, and put it here. Press Ctrl J, duplicate it and put it second one here, and keep duplicating. I'm going to put the one here, make it bigger, and press Ctrl J, drag it to the left hand side, just like that. I'm going to change the opacity down about 70 for these two particles, like 60 works good. Okay, now I'm going to add the, let me see, these lighting effects, not this one. So for that, I'm going to open the stocks in my 20K graphic pack. Just open that and select this stock, then go to filter, blur gallery, field blur, and not the field blur, you can go to Gaussian blur if you want, and change the radius 22 or 25 pixel, and click OK, and drag it into your Twitter header and put that one bottom of the this green top of this green layer. Oops. And put it here. And I'm going to add the hue saturation on it. Make it nice purple color. Looks like this one on the top. Like -44 looks good. And change this opacity about, let me see, 35 looks good. And make a new layer and select your brush tool and make sure it's smaller brush and make a lighting over there. Oops. Over there like that, and go to blending option and select overlay, and it gives you really nice lighting effect. And drop down the opacity like 75. Then just select the layer 9 and this stock, press Ctrl G, duplicate it and name the lighting left. Press Ctrl J, duplicate it and name that lighting right. And drag the lighting left to the left hand side, just like that. Press Ctrl T, flip horizontal, just like that. Put it here. Okay, works really good. I'm going to drop down this layer 9 opacity about 50. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to add, let me see, this wine effects, and one on the right, one on the left, and one on the bottom of this leaf, bigger leaf. So for that, go to your folder and open that wine stock and drag it into your 20K graphic pack. And I'm going to add some effects on it, but first I'm going to remove this line over there. Just like that. Then press just open the layer style of it, go to Bevel and Emboss and change the depth about 50% and size 3, and go to Inner Glow, change the blending mode color dodge, opacity 80 and size 10, opacity 60, looks good. And check the setting, opacity down 10 or 15, drop shadow, check it, and uncheck the use global light and make sure it's 120 degree. Change the opacity 75, distance 5, size 35, and press OK and drag it into your Twitter header and put it bottom of this lighting effects, or maybe here. Okay, so let me check first. Okay, it's bottom of this black leaf. Okay, just put it right hand side. Like that. Press Ctrl J, duplicate it, press Ctrl T, right click, flip horizontal, press enter, and using your move tool drag it to the left hand side, just like that. So here we have a nice effects on it. Looks good. Now I'm going to add some lighting effect on these vines. For that, make a new layer, select your brush tool, make sure the foreground color is let me see, green, nice green color, and the layer option is overlay, and just make some lighting like that. And of course to the right hand side. You can erase it if you want. Okay, here we go. You can get a nice lighting effect like this. I'm going to erase this area a little bit. Okay, works good. And the last thing, we are going to add the text and the vine effect bottom of this bigger leaf. So I'm going to close this and this. Good, file, open, and open that leaf and drag it into your 20K graphic pack. Press Ctrl J, filter, noise, plugin. This time I'm going to make it 2 pixel. Click OK. Just merge them and drag it into your Twitter header. Make it smaller. And select the marquee tool, shortcut is M, and remove the left hand side of the layer 4. Just select and press delete key on your keyboard, then press Ctrl D for deselect, and just open the layer 4 layer style, go to inner glow, change the blending option, color touch, opacity 50, and size, let me see, 8 works good. And drop shadow a little bit, 55, distance 5, size 10, and uncheck the global light, just like that. Let's give you a nice effect. Here we go. Then press Ctrl J, duplicate it, press Ctrl T, flip horizontal, drag it to the left hand side. I'm going to add the satin on it, just 5 or 8%. If your wine is too bright, you can add satin on it. So the last thing, we are going to add the text. Okay, we are done everything and we just need to add the text on it. Just select your text tool and make sure you select the text bottom of this top of this layers. Just select your text tool and write your text. Like I'm going to select this font you can find in the template link. So subscribe to my channel. You can write whatever you want. Make it white and smaller, of course. Put it here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Press Ctrl J, duplicate it, and write your channel name. And I'm going to make it green. And go to my 20K graphic pack. Go to social media and sponsors. Open the social media and select YouTube New. Drag it into your Twitter header and make it so small. And the same color on your username text. Okay, here we go. I'm going to move it left hand side. Like this. And I'm going to make a new layer. Select your rectangle tool and make little rectangle like that. And right click on it, rasterize layer. Zoom in a little bit and put it here. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and here we go. And select all of this layer, press Ctrl G, make it group, name it text right, press Ctrl J, duplicate it, put it to right left hand side, make it text left, drag the rectangle to the right hand side and the text, of course. Here we go. Okay guys, we done this banner. Let me check if I forget anything. We're adding the lights, text, color and everything else. Okay, so one thing I forgot to add to this banner, it's not included in the template, it's the field blur effects. It gives the nice blur effect to your banner and it seems more realistic than this one. For that I'm going to add the field blur, but before that I'm going to change this vine opacity a little bit down, about 80% looks good, and this lighting down a little bit, like 28 looks good, and this black leaf, change the setting like 8, works good, like this one, as you can see. Now for the blur effect, just right click where you want and click merge visible and press Ctrl J, duplicate it, go to filter, blur gallery, select field blur. If you don't have, just you can select the Gaussian blur. So I recommend to use this field blur. Just click on it and change the blur down about, let me see, 7, works good. Press OK and selecting your eraser tool, and make sure you select the first eraser and hardness is 0% and make it smaller and opacity 100% of course, and erase the text area just like that. It's give nice blur effect, as you can see. Like that. And your social media area like that, and just make a bigger eraser and erase some of this area, not all of them, and you can select the opacity about 40 and keep erasing. Just like that. So when you finish, just go to this layer and play around the opacity, like just make it 64, and as you can see it looks more realistic and smooth than this banner over there. Looks awesome. And I'm going to make the opacity down about 45. Okay, that looks good. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. As I promised, I created the tutorial for you, and you can create this banner for your YouTube or Twitter header just following by my steps. Okay, thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you don't already. See you guys in the next video.